once again in action.
To our viewers, we're growing the sport incrementally. So while the men didn't have headgear and chest protectors, the women are still using headgear and chest protectors. So
it'll be interesting to see how that develops in the years to come. There'll be a call for gender equality even there. We have a fantastic match in progress, or in prospect rather, here. World champion from last year, Sadige Daria-E from Iran against Sintung Sheriman from Hong Kong, who was a bronze medalist at the same championships in Jakarta. Hong Kong well supported here as well, naturally. And we know how aggressive the Iranian women are. Only seem to have one gear. And it's full-on attack.
So you saw her score points with the roundhouse kick. There's a third roundhouse kick and a takedown. The Iranian female fighters are really good at piecing together fights. That's 6 points that you've seen just within the first few seconds of the fight.
And they always seem to start aggressively, never start a fight on the back foot.
So you see the point differential for the fighters in terms of accumulating points, where Daria-E has been able to do that.
Just hasn't really got into a rhythm at all at the moment.
And there's another takedown from the slightly shorter woman, so able to plant herself and really feel her opponent's loss of balance.
You've certainly found
two kicks following each other.
Kicking distance. Really in a league of her own in this first round.
But it's been a very quiet fight, continuous but quiet fight, and accumulation of points, which is a great strategy.
She's certainly piling on the points.
She hasn't needed to turn it up another gear.
Getting good combinations. Getting home with both hands and then following up with a kick. And a throw to finish off with in that first round.
Over her shoulder.
Immense power there. Oh, no question. Just couldn't find any sort of rhythm in that first round. Sintung Sheriman.
She's able to kick at will and land those points to the torso, finding good spots to slip in the kick. And what we will probably see from Daria-E, because she didn't have a real strong contest in this first round, is that she needs to use this to work herself into coming rounds. So the one thing about a fight, when you don't have a fighter that's giving you a lot to work with, you don't have another fight between the time you come up against someone that may have a lot of firepower. So you really need that experience on the lei tai in a recent fight. So we might see her trying some things just to get even more technique out.
But can you see any way back at the moment for Sheriman?
It's tough. Daria-E has another gear if she needed to. So Sheriman, she has nothing to lose by going forward. She knows that her competitor scored a lot of points on her in that last round. So like you said, it's opportunity to gain experience.
Oh, quick hand speed from Daria-E. There's always the danger of being countered as well. You can't be too aggressive. At the moment, Sherry Mann is getting caught in between the two.
One of the things that's really effective strategy for Daria, you can see she stays outside of the other person's fighting distance, outside of the kicking distance, but she's able to land with her kicks. She has a good sense of distance, and here we have a warning there for Shuri about holding, clinching. But look at the space that she's able to make up. Look at the space Daria makes up to get in to score.
And there it comes.
Right.
Trying to push her off the lei tai. And again in full control in terms of the points. Picking points. Nothing dramatic, but just chipping away.
We saw Daria throw a side kick. Most of her kicks have been roundhouse kicks, so roundhouse is clearly her go-to kick, but she threw in a side kick there that was also effective. When you have a fighter that's not giving you a lot to fight against, you end up creating the space for yourself.
Not putting together the combinations that she did in the first. Doesn't have to either. Busy here towards the end of the round, but again she's done enough, clearly, to take the round. Finishing with a flurry. It's a win for Iran, third of this session. So at the moment, well-oiled machine. So a convincing win there for the world champion. Never really looked in danger. So confirmation then of our winner.